One day the messenger of Allah appeared before the public, so a man came to him and then said, "Prophet of Allah, what is Iman?" Upon this he, the Prophet, replied, "That you affirm your faith in Allah, His angels, His books, His meeting, His messengers, and that you affirm your faith in the resurrection hereafter." He said, "Messenger of Allah, what is Al-Islam?" He replied, "Al-Islam is that you worship Allah and do not associate anything with Him, and you establish obligatory prayer, and you pay the obligatory alms, zakat, and you observe the fast of Ramadan." He said, "Messenger of Allah, what is Al-Ihsan?" He replied, "That you worship Allah as if you are seeing Him, and for if you fail to see Him." He said, "Messenger of Allah, when is the hour of doom?" He replied, "The one who is asked about it is no better informed than the inquirer. However, I will narrate some of its signs to you. When the slave girl will give birth to her master, then that is from its signs. When the naked, barefooted would become the chiefs of the people, then that is from its signs. When the shepherds of the black camels would exalt themselves in buildings, then that is from its signs. The hour is among one of the five which no one knows but Allah." Then he recited the verse, "Verily Allah, with Him alone is the knowledge of the hour, and He it is who sends down the rain and knows that which is in the wombs. And no soul knows what it shall earn tomorrow, and a soul knows not in what land it shall die. Verily Allah is knowing, aware." He, Abu Hurairah, said, "Then the person turned back and went away. The messenger of Allah said, 'Bring that man back to me.' They went to bring him back, but they saw nothing there. Upon this the messenger of Allah remarked, 'He was Gabriel, who came to teach the people their religion.' The messenger of Allah said like this, 'I have been given superiority over the other prophets in 6 respects. I have been given words which are concise but comprehensive in meaning. I have been helped by terror. In the hearts of enemies spoils have been made lawful to me. The earth has been made for me clean and a place of worship. I have been sent to all mankind, and the line of prophets is closed with me.' The messenger of Allah said, 'I have been commissioned with words which are concise but comprehensive in meaning. I have been helped by terror in the hearts of enemies, and while I was asleep I was brought the keys of the treasures of the earth which were placed in my hand.'" And Abu Hurairah added, "The messenger of Allah has left for his heavenly home, and you are now busy in getting them." Habiba and Salama made a mention before the messenger of Allah of a church which they had seen in Abyssinia and which had pictures in it. The messenger of Allah said, "When a pious person amongst them, among the religious groups, dies, they build a place of worship on his grave, and then decorate it with such pictures. They would be the worst of creatures on the day of judgment in the sight of Allah." The messenger of Allah said during his illness, from which he never recovered, "Allah cursed the Jews and the Christians that they took the graves of their prophets as mosques." She, Aisha, reported, "Had it not been so, his, prophet's, grave would have been in an open place, but it could not be due to the fear that it may not be taken as a mosque." As the messenger of Allah was about to breathe his last, he drew his sheet upon his face, and when he felt uneasy, he uncovered his face and said in that very state, "Let there be curse upon the Jews and the Christians that they have taken the graves of their apostles as places of worship." He in fact warned his men against what they, the Jews and the Christians, did. I heard from the messenger of Allah 5 days before his death, and he said, "I stand acquitted before Allah that I took any one of you as friend, for Allah has taken me as his friend, as he took Ibrahim as his friend. Had I taken any one of my Ummah as a friend, I would have taken Abu Bakr as a friend. Beware of those who preceded you and used to take the graves of their prophets and righteous men as places of worship, but you must not take graves as mosques. I forbid you to do that.